Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you back. This time we are on the fourth game of tonight's episode here in the Bacchus Pro Gaming Series 2017 Spring Split Drive Your Energy. Now on its final week for the regular season. We're going to be your shoutcasters for this game. Until now, I am Shinbu with a 1 for an I, and of course with me is Amplifier. Ladies and gentlemen, nasa second match na po tayo on this fourth game. This is the second game, or yan nga, ng second match played between two teams lobbying for the playoffs, which is Team Manila Eagles versus JSK Esports. Ayan po yung schedule natin mamaya. We still have IPT versus Mineski yan, ha? Last game ng regular season by two scary and formidable teams really. And now sa ating laro, it cannot be denied na from that game 1, 1-0.
Yeah.
Okay? That's a very, very convincing win by TME there against JSK Esports, with JSK Esports rolling kind of a composition na doesn't really reflect their usual playstyle, whereas Team Manila Eagles, it's a bite the book. Win lane, win game, you know, fast game, doesn't allow any room for breathing para sa games natin. Of course, yan po ang ating standings. And again, makikita nyo po that JSK and Team Manila Eagles now is sitting on 8 points. Okay? 14 games na ang nalaro ng TNC doon. So talagang they have no chance na of getting onto the playoffs. So sino dito makakasecure ng 9 points? Again, kung sino man makasecure ng 9 points po dito will be, kung walang panalo yung IPT, magiging para silang 9 points. Tapos magkakaroon ng tiebreaker between JSK or IPT. Kung mag-zero nga yung IPT mamaya, that's gonna be a tiebreaker for the placement lang. Pero if it's gonna be TME head-to-head match, yan na, third seed doon ay IPT, fourth seed is Team Manila Eagles. So, ayan po, ladies and gentlemen, for this game, grabe, yung game kanina, I wonder, there is clearly a call for JSK to make the adjustments.
Yeah, I mean, again, everything is on the line for this game. Kasi kaya na sinabi mo, if you look at the standings, it's 8 points each for TME and JSK, and so it's all about this game. JSK didn't, like you said, they didn't really show the kind of playstyle they were used to. Sobrang nag-late game mode yung composition nila, and TME, being veterans, syempre halata na sila. We won't let them reach late game, and clearly, they didn't. 20 minutes, inhibitor na agad yung naabutan nila. So, I hope they make some adjustments. Let's see how they do the pick and ban this time.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, drafting phase. Here we go. As Bamboo has mentioned it, tables have been turned. Pressure, formerly from Team Manila Eagles, kanina. Ngayon, clearly, it is on JSK. Now, with Team Manila Eagles even having the momentum after that victory from that game 1 of this second match. Initial thoughts for the bats.
One win away in TME. They're going to be banning Rengar, Rumble, and Jin. Meanwhile, JSK are going to be taking away Jace, Camille, and the Varus. So Jace and Camille targeted, I believe, onto Suzaku, although Trevor can also play that. And Kha'Zix will be the first lock in here for Koops, actually opting out of the Zac and Rek'Sai, who are both available this game as compared to the previous one. Meanwhile, Caitlyn, automatic, locked in by JSK to take that one away from Marky. And then the Malzahar is going to be locked in as well to be taken away from Shadow.
Varus is banned. There we go. And I want to mention, so isa yun sa malaking aalisin mo lamang against Team Manila Eagles. You know, that play style of early damage. But in the Malzahar, when you got a Malzahar, what's the answer? Of course, Tamkench. Now this time, Ezreal in the hands of Marky.
So that should be interesting because he does also play, well, he used to play Ezreal often back when he was more viable than Caitlyn. But of course, the tables have turned, so he does play Caitlyn more. But now that that's been taken away and then Varus and Jhin are gone, he doesn't really play Ashe as much, so he's opting to go for the Ezreal. Meanwhile, Ivern being taken by Spear, which we were expecting.
Yeah, in my opinion, these players, minus Blaze, because Blaze tendency is to pick up utility supports. So far, out of the 6 picks, 5 picks are like key picks or nakasanayan ng mga picks ng mga players natin. A-Style, going back to his roots of Caitlyn. When I think of the A-Style name, maisip ko talaga ay Caitlyn. And Marky nga, as you mentioned, dating nilalaro niya yung Ezreal paired with Jhin. Dalawa lang dati si Marky, diba? Jhin lang talaga, tsaka Ezreal. Trevor on this LeBlanc. And Suzaku on this Trundle. Everyone going all in now. Spear as well on this Ivern. You can hear my voice increasing just because of the idea na itong mga teams natin, inilalabas na nila. Look at that. We are seeing Kassadin versus LeBlanc.
Wow. Okay, wait. So, LeBlanc is a very interesting pick in the sense na perma-ban and pick siya sa Korea.
Yeah, perma-ban siya.
And rarely pick siya dito.
Oh.
So that's a pretty big reflection kasi ng mechanics din and playstyles din dito in the Philippines. Obviously, it's very different from Korea. So I'm excited to see how Trevor will play LeBlanc, considering that most people would call her overpowered still in this patch.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be seeing Kassadin played here by Spotless. So Kassadin is very interesting in the sense that we don't ever see him anymore, but that when he was viable, he used to be a counter pick to the old LeBlanc.
Yeah.
So when we look at Kassadin now, compared to the LeBlanc that's new, I don't know how it's going to work. Kasi
I'm
Kassadin
leaning
is
more on
not
the LeBlanc,
really,
pero it's just because it's very likely Spotless knows something here on this Kassadin that we do not know.
Yeah.
Because right now, hindi talaga usual na makakita tayo ng Kassadin ngayon.
Yeah, it's a very rare pick, and again, it's one that would pop up if this was the old LeBlanc. So I'm not sure how the matchup is going to work, honestly, because I just don't see Kassadin anymore.
I'm feeling that familiar AEX moment
Ah,
on this pick by JSK. Pero yung tunay na familiar AEX moment is when it is winning.
Yeah.
That weird surprising pick
Yeah.
is winning and is working. Because right now, textbook composition here will be the power of the Ivern plus Caitlyn combo. And
Yeah.
you know, you cannot run the risk of face checking someone or
Yeah.
a team that has a Malzahar in
Yeah.
their ranks. Ayan, not to mention the Shen as well. It is gonna fall into the hands of Suzaku to scale so hard na wala nang kayang makipagsabayan sa kanya. Even Whistle or Snowball out of hand against JSK dito. But of course, it will fall onto the rest of the members of Team Manila Eagles to disrupt naman.
Yeah,
Kung ano yung setup on the brush dito ng JSK.
Yeah, so looking at the team compositions now, for Team Manila Eagles, so we're going to be seeing the final locked-in comps. For TME, as we look at it, they secured some of their most comfortable picks.
Oo nga eh.
So that's really the big thing here. You gave the veterans some of the picks that they really love. For Trevor, I'm not so sure about LeBlanc, but again, it's hard to fail with LeBlanc in this patch just because of how powerful she is. So it's really, I imagine yung carries pa rin talaga dito actually are going to be Marky and Suzaku on Trundle, because we know how good Suzaku is on that Trundle. Meanwhile, for JSK, again, you secured pretty cheesy picks. You got the Kassadin, and Ivern, in a sense, not really cheesy actually, because he is actually quite good in this patch. But
he is actually have spiking win rates ngayon sa 7.4.
So it's really the Kassadin that I worry about, because if you don't play him right, it's very easy to become useless.
And it's very, very punishing for JSK, because the LeBlanc would be allowed to snowball.
Exactly. So you didn't pick a champion that punishes LeBlanc early, because again, Kassadin is the kind of AP champion that will scale late. So again, you risk trying to reach late game, but they still secured the Caitlyn and the Malzahar. So again, this is going to be about the bot lane and the jungle again.
Yeah.
We'll have to see if JSK will be able to punish Marky on this Ezreal. Can they get the Caitlyn to snowball? Can the Ivern become useful this game? Unlike when we saw him no previous games natin na nag-Ivern, I forgot. But this is really the big question.
Is considering the time and phases of the game, the distribution of power. Hindi na to usapang yung isa early game, yung isa late game.
Yeah. It's really relevance all throughout. We really have to see how both teams will handle their own power spikes throughout the game. Kasi for TME, LeBlanc is pretty relevant all throughout. Trundle will also really scale towards late game, and then you have Kassadin, for example, who scales late. So it's really a mix of power spikes, and this is where the experience goes in favor of TME.
Yeah. Kanina, I'd say kung early game versus late game, usapan early game talaga. Kung early piece pa lang ng game natin, because early game opens up for the late game. Ngayon, ito nga, mix, and it's a matter of kung paano mo bubuhatin ang sarili mo.
It's all about the shot calling, and usually the veteran teams are the ones with the better hand at that. So we'll see how this one goes. Oops, actually invading onto the red.
If I'm not mistaken, kung matalo dito ang JSK, this might be the first time na natalo yung Ivern.
Okay. So that should be interesting. Copes does get away with this one, and he will use the Blast Cone to get out of there safely. Oh no, just kidding, Whistle.
Whistle puts in a taunt onto Coops, but the isolation damage is there.
Oh my god.
Suzaku's gonna be there. Ice Peeler, ladies and gents, and Trevor will cut them off. Will be able to secure that kill, and Spear connects the Q. One flash hit, double hit. Empowered range, of course, and attack speed under the brush. Spotless is here, doesn't get the step mula doon sa Pixel Brush. And look at that. Ganun ka-useless ang Kassadin early on. 2 for 1 in favor of TME.
Yeah, that's actually pretty horrible because the first blood went to Ivern.
Ah.
And Ivern is a utility champion, so he doesn't really make good use of the first blood.
Ah.
But you gave 2 kills to LeBlanc.
Actually,
to
the double
Trundle,
buff.
So
2 buffs.
well, yeah.
LeBlanc and Trundle.
Exactly, so that's actually really,
yeah.
really bad because now Kassadin is going to have to face a double buffed LeBlanc who has a kill, and then Shen will have to face a 1 kill ahead Trundle. So this is actually a pretty bad, it's actually a very bad start for JSK. Hopefully they can do damage control with the first blood of the Ivern. We'll see how Spear, who is popular for his Ivern, will try to manage what mishap just happened in this early game.
Yeah. See, ladies and gentlemen, the power here. Well, putting pressure, knowing that there's no flash available for Spotless. Teleport comes in. Here comes Spear. Weasel doesn't connect the taunt. Puts in the Ethereal Chains as well. 1 kill from Coops. Lots of action early on. Akala yata nila parehas silang may early game presence.
So that's gonna be a trade of Summoner Spells TP for Flash. So Trevor lost the Flash and Whistle burned his TP.
But that's free CS for Suzaku. And look at the CS lead here of Suzaku.
Yeah, and also a TP advantage. So if they decide to go for a bot lane exchange, Whistle will have to wait till level 6 to try and trade for that.
Yeah, with this kind of CS lead, Suzaku could actually pick up an early item pa.
Yeah, actually.
Against Weasel.
He can just recall. So that will be actually
added pressure
2
on
winning lanes. So LeBlanc and Trundle will both have winning lanes. And so it's all up to A-Style to try and make something happen once they hit. There's still hope because once they hit level 6, it will be quite difficult because they can lock down Marky. But then again, that's what the Tam Kench is for.
Yeah.
Because he can interrupt the channel of the ult. So it's looking a bit scary right now for JSK.
Yeah. There's also the Fox as well. Bottom duo dito ng Team Manila Eagles. There we go. The first item. Yep, Tiamat.
Yeah. So pretty much expected and just TP's back in. So
and
really not much lost there.
Yeah. Pressure na yun. Sure. Kasi look at the item here of the Shen.
Yeah.
Ruby Crystal, man.
There's not much this Shen can do.
At least Bami Cinderman lang sana, diba?
Yeah, that's true. We'll have to wait and see what the Shen can do. He's really just all about the utility. Kasi as of ngayon, wala talaga laban yan sa Trundle eh. Well, he can use the ability to dodge auto attacks from Trundle, but again, the wave clear is just going to be too much since Trundle does have the Tiamat. So he will really just be shoved in until level 6, where he can start to maybe create some cheesy plays. Because the thing that I'm seeing here is that one of the ways JSK can succeed is you just use the Malzahar and the Shen to make picks around the map and maybe try to lock down either Coops, Trevor, or Marky. So let's see if they can pull something like that off. But again, that requires communication.
And deep wards.
Yeah, and deep wards, which again are usually things you expect from more veteran teams. So this is really a test of shot calling and experience.
Look at how fast Trevor puts in pressure against JSK. All 8 Ethereal Chains on
my god,
knowing that Suzaku would be there. Ice Pillar puts in the slow here.
Trevor!
Knowing that Trevor has those skills available. All in on Spear. The shield of the trigger seed.
Yeah.
Yun ang nagdala, mga kaibigan. And that's gonna even things. A bit. Okay. Para dito, again, do take note, late game would fall into the Kassadin. I'd say there's a lot of influence ng isang Kassadin pagpasok ng late game.
I mean, that was over-aggressive.
Aggressive.
He dove, he went for a full rotation of his spells, and it didn't kill Spear. He should have just backed out, actually, after the full rotation, because dropping Spear that low, it will slow down his jungling, so that was actually okay already. But he stayed, and so Spotless just punished that one pretty much.
I want to observe ano yung naka-max out dito kay Spear. If it's the trigger seed.
That's actually...
Kasi ang laki nung damage na yun na binigay ni Trevor, but still did not translate onto a kill.
So we'll have to see Spear. Actually,
it's the Q. Okay, minax niya. He's leveling up the Q. It's only 1 level on the trigger seed. Okay.
Alright.
So level 6 in the hands of Trevor. Level 6 on Spotless as well. Itemizations. Kailangan mag-recall dito ni Spotless. He needs to encash that item.
Yeah, actually. Not sure what he'll rush for.
Duel here. Willing to get this duel?
Wow, it's actually even, but that's going to be an ignite. There's the shield. Oh, yeah. So
the duel without your item.
He shouldn't have done that. He actually even had flash, but he saved it because he knew wala na yun eh. That was pretty much a lost duel, and I don't know why he stayed.
Why you take the
especially when he had no vision, and Koops had deep vision, so he would have easily ganked that lane.
And why he initiated that duel?
Yeah, so really questionable there from Spotless. Got a bit overconfident after his kill earlier against Trevor. He only got the catalyst actually just now after. So if he got it before, that would have been an understandable clash.
And there is a drop on his AP.
Yeah.
Because kanina may dalawang stacks yung ano niya, Dark Seal niya.
Yeah. So questionable call there. It's gonna be a slight, it's around a 1,000 gold lead for TME. Mostly coming from the CS lead at mid and top.
Yeah.
Because actually A-Style is ahead because of the pressure from Malzahar and the Caitlyn. So that's really where the hope lies. And
yeah, look at that, how inconsistent the hits from Daisy are. Talaga biglang umihinto when chasing a certain target. But let's see, Suzaku here will be forcing a flash away mula kay Spear. Now the subjugate is about to go down. And Suzaku will be forced to flash away.
So trade of flashes there, which will be useful if ever there's going to be a TP war at bot lane. But actually, Koops is soloing the Dragon.
Can he do it?
Can he do it? Dun, 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 dun. Oh.
Yeah, he can.
Okay.
Yeah, the DOT from the... I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I'm just curious the way how low yung life dito ni Koops. In an instant.
Yeah, so Cloud Drake, that is gonna be somewhat helpful for LeBlanc and for Kha'Zix when they rotate for the picks. But for now, it's gonna be a bit of a slow game until we get our core items up. Next, Drake is Infernal. That's where the action will be. Yeah.
These two teams, especially with the playoffs at stake. It's an Infernal.
Yeah.
Is like an equates to a ticket to the playoffs. For this team.
Yeah, if used wisely, let's see who will be able to secure that one. Level 6 already up for Blaze, so that will be pretty crucial because of the kill pressure.
I'm very interested the way JSK plays here right now. Because right now, Spear is not spending a lot of time. Ngayon pa lamang siya, napabisita dito sa bot lane. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen, does connect the Q there. And here comes Koops. A-Style receiving a lot of damage. Koops may aim for the jump. He has the flash available.
He has no ult though.
The flash
so
available.
Be backing out. Okay, so
yeah.
really awkward kasi that's the problem with Koops visiting bot lane. It's that there isn't any CC. So unless Shadow can devour someone, then most likely walang mangyayari sa lane na yun. So,
okay. Really don't think so. I really don't think so.
Spotless just can't do anything in this lane.
Yeah.
Even if Spear were to try and gank, if Koops match ganked, that would definitely be a 2-0.
The next minutes won't be favorable as well because he needs to rush the Roa. It's not anymore a rush on the... It's not anymore a first item on the Abyssal Scepter. And that's gonna be the big problem here. Trevor has this mid lane in the bag. So it's only unless there is a visit here. Or I'd say Sand Blaze. In the mid lane. That's gonna be nice. Okay.
So it's really all about the bot lane right now. It's really where JSK can win kasi you have the double global, you have TP or the Stand United from Shen. So if you can get Blaze and Whistle to do something with that big potential, it's really where I think everything lies right now for JSK because Spotless TPing is really not going to be doing much. So the double global actually won't be very useful until Spotless can get maybe 2 core items. But until that time, actually, parang feeling ko sobrang tagal pa nun. Then it's really going to be a long time before Spotless or JSK can take advantage of the double global.
Pero ito, all that Spotless needs to do is to not die.
That's actually it.
Yun lang talaga.
But
and in the instance na...
We make that sound easier said than done.
Especially against Trevor, okay? Pwede naman against LeBlanc, pero this is Trevor that we're speaking. Right now in the top lane though, 2 members. Okay, a troll and an insect going all in onto Weasel and Trevor. This is what Trevor should do. No, there's a mindset on Spotless. I won't allow myself to die. So, Trevor, then let me visit the other lane. I'm pretty sure you cannot translate that easily in the other lanes. All in on here. Daisy will be tanking. No, it would be Spear who's tanking the turret. And, it's going to be Shadow going into the hands of JSK. JSK Esports still at it.
So at least they know where they're strong. Spotless.
Spotless.
And that's exciting.
With the passive laugh as well of a LeBlanc. Okay, marking. Shen ultimate as well. Gets easy here to be set.
Actually overkill.
I don't think so. You are sending a teleport as well. In the top lane. I'm cringing so much. on this game.
Kakarating lang niya yun
Oh,
Okay, so TP back ulit.
TV
Pero,
back. But right now, hindi na to kanto ni Trevor.
Yeah,
Suzaku na rin.
yeah
Okay,
that's really it actually. Kasi
Uh,
there are 2 late game scalers here. It's both Kassadin and Trevor. So Spotless is not in such a good track right now. It's Suzaku who's getting scarier by the minute.
you mean that Randall, di ba?
Yeah,
Randall.
Suzaku, because he's getting really scary. He has a huge gold lead. Top lane, outer turret is also gone, and so is mid. So 2,000 gold lead, 2 turrets, and a Cloud Drake. And it's looking like Infernal is the next one. So at the very least, JSK has bot lane taken. So they can still contest this dragon, but it's really the worry on Kassadin because he can't push mid far enough. At least he has the Roa, so they have to wait for that to scale. So they need to start setting up the vision now.
Roa is completed, pero on the next 5 minutes pa talaga yan. As I mentioned earlier, depends on the first 10 minutes of the game. Kung sino yung very likely mananalo sa larong to, especially with this kind of momentums and mindset. Right now, ito, isang game breaker. If JSK got this Infernal Drake, it would be very nice.
Yeah, definitely true.
Especially now that it can't be denied, they're the ones who's behind here. Not just in terms of gold. Actually, yung gold hindi mahalaga eh. Pero yung sa champion lang. The champions right now na may lamang dito para sa Team Manila Eagles. If you want to observe the late game nga, usapang late game.
It's really about the pick and ban. TME has been doing a great job so far in their pick and bans, getting the picks they need to win the game. It's really just going to be about Dragon now. They need to keep mid lane pushed up. TME, might get a pick here.
Basic there by Spear, all in combo. And Trevor, 5-1-1.
Yeah, it's going to be an easy pick there, and that's going to be probably translating into a top inner turret. Suzaku will make easy work of this.
Yes, of course. With the subjugate, he's going to be very, very capable of tanking this turret. And Trevor and Crows, with their damage, is going to be very, very capable of getting the kill against the tankiest member of JSK.
This is why you ban them.
And this is... I am not sure still. I'm still trying to reserve something for this Kassadin. But maybe the game is already over bago pa mag-spike yung Kassadin natin.
It most probably will be, especially after yung first blood na nakita natin kanina. The moment LeBlanc got a kill and Trundle got a kill, it was really hard to do damage control on that. So, yeah. I mean, if Kassadin was viable, maybe it would be a different story. Pero hindi nga talaga siya masyadong... yung spot niya sa meta ngayon is really not that great. So, Drake.
Okay, so they managed to bag in Ezreal. Yeah, Ezreal was solo. He was shoving the bottom lane just to allow Coops and the support to actually go for this Drake. At nandun si Shadow para i-devour si Coops. Look at that, hindi atras ni Trevor si Blaze dito. But with the rest of the members here of JSK, actually that's a nice bounty against TME. So, but what about Suzaku? Another boss.
Bonus lang yun.
From TME. What about Suzaku? Another boss from TME. And the problem here is it's an Infernal Drake. Actually, Suzaku Trevor could even treat that kill as a free recall.
Yeah, once we reach 20 minutes at ganyan pa rin yung role ni Suzaku, no one can 1v1 him.
Yun nga.
So all they have to do is just actually keep doing the 1-0-4 split push and just keep Suzaku in one lane kasi no one will 1v1 him except for Whistle, who will probably die anyway.
Yeah. Good thing on cooldown pa yung subjugate dito. Pero in the instance na may subjugate available, Whistle may want to think twice before standing in front of Suzaku.
It's really going to be contesting Rift Herald. God, if Suzaku gets this, then say goodbye to top.
Yeah. And parang ano na to, ikaw na bahala E-style. Text na lang. Okay? Magtatank na kami lahat.
That's really all on E-style.
Ano sasabihin ni E-style? Anong gagawin ko sa LeBlanc? Na 5-2-2.
I'm really looking actually for more proactive plays here from the Malzahar and the Shen. Kasi at this point, actually, sobrang hirap na nagamitin yung global presence ng Shen because Suzaku is keeping top lane pushed internally. So there's really little you can do. It's really just going to be about the Kassadin. You wait for the 2-item spike, and then you try to do something with the Kassadin and the Malzahar. It's just, that's going to be difficult, but it's probably one of the few things left that JSK can do, aside from delaying and waiting for the Kassadin.
Dito mapupunta yung kinalamang ng ating LeBlanc. Quicksilver Sash.
Yeah.
Very, very nice pick up.
Yeah.
This is,
you know, that's the only way you can kill her.
Yes, and ayun nga eh, she has lots of lead. That she has a lot of freedom picking up this QSS.
Yeah.
Ayan. Without even having to be behind in items. So, at least yung firepower niya mas reduce.
Yeah.
Pero yung the possibility of her getting killed
It's very low.
has been leveled so bad.
Yeah.
Team Manila Eagles now, this time, knowing that they got vision on the red side. Okay, setting up death brushes against JSK. JSK doesn't want to get.
Might be an ambush here.
Well, makikita natin na may
Actually,
adjustment.
Kassadin's pushing bot lane.
Yeah.
So that's actually good.
Yeah.
He does have TP, so they will be able to get him into place if ever there's a fight.
Yeah.
Ezreal,
That's gonna be interesting playstyle though. Split pushing Cassidy.
yeah, that's actually the best thing he can do.
Yeah.
Kasi he does need the CS.
And pull away
Yeah.
a crucial member
Yeah.
sa isang laban ng TME. Yan, and yep, look, Trevor took the beat.
Yeah.
You don't really need to push that turret enough na hindi mo mailayo mo si Trevor kay Ace time.
Yeah. And there's gonna be Rift Herald going over to Suzaku.
Malzar's position though. What is that?
Oh,
Do they
TP?
have an idea that Ezreal is at the back? Blaze there. Spell immune, puts in the first hit. A-Style got the marquee in check. Here comes Shadow Redemption in favor of JSK. They managed to ward off members of TME away from the Rift Herald. Trevor is nowhere to be seen. JSK Esports is accounting for that one. But Trevor will show himself in the bot lane. So that will force JSK to destroy this outer mid lane turret. Okay, and assert further whatever momentum they managed to pick up after that skirmish in the Rift Herald. Trevor papunta na sa mid lane, and this is the time to engage. JSK Esports did not manage to destroy the mid lane other turret, and Trevor is here for the party. It's time to fall back as JSK has called it to that Spear is main focus. Weasel tries to peel away. Goops managed to kill Spear. It's a 4v5, but where is the firepower? They have to watch out. Suzaku's Suzaku subjugate is on cooldown. Is there an ultimate? Yes, but no kill yet to follow against Spear. 9-6 pa rin tayo. So medyo gitgitan.
Yeah, 3,000 gold lead only for TME. So JSK, they're still in the game. It's just sobrang hindi maramdaman yung damage pa ng JSK. It's taking them very, very long but just to try and chip down TME's members because JSK, they don't have that much damage. Si Caitlyn is only on her BF sword. And Spotless has yet to reach his second item. So, let's see that replay. There's the brush. They stayed very long. The trap, si Trevor, papunta na siya nun. So, this was a huge mistake from JSK kasi they stayed very long. And I believe it is just a one-kill favor to TME. Suzaku, no one deals damage to Suzaku. He just life steals it back. And Spear here, I believe he's...
Nice thought by Weasel there.
So, it's really just easy. Their Shadow able to escape. Not so tanky yet, but it doesn't matter because Suzaku really is the main front line of TME. So
and
all the damage.
If I'm not mistaken, ang na-subjugate doon ay si Spear. Kaya nawala din yung tankness bigla ni Suzaku. Good thing na nagtataka ko paano na-destroy yung outer mid lane turret. Kanina nung umexit sila sa teamfight, isang hinga na lang yung outer mid lane. Pero again, as long as Caitlyn is not getting touched here by Trevor. There's hope for JSK.
Yeah, there's the Infinity Edge.
So yun nga. Kanina niya pahawak yung BF Sword. Kaya rin ako nagtataka ba't ang tagal-tagal ng BF Sword yan. Infinity Edge, that's gonna hurt a lot. But here right now, things looking awkward for Weasel. Will he be in range? Force a flash out. Flash in there by Coops. And the rest of the members of Team Manila Eagles. JSK tried to respond. And that respond will cost them in pulling off an objective on the other parts.
Yeah, it's gonna be
of the map.
3-2 on the turret score and
Spotless. He may want to wait for one cooldown. Okay, so Ethereal Chains on cooldown. This is a nice signal for Spotless to fully engage. There's the passive as well. Another re-engage. Can he make it? Distortion. Flash in. One last Q. Yeah. Then he's gonna juke away. Clearly that Spotless getting outplayed.
Spotless. There's a flash ignite on Trevor. Can he land the rotation and still...
Let's juke.
Oh, no, he's dead. Yeah. Okay,
is that juke on... needed.
This is gonna feel really good for Spotless kasi now meron na siyang measure kung gaano siya kalakas compared to Trevor, and this is gonna make him more confident now when making the plays. So now Trevor has to be at watch because now he has to realize hindi niya kaya mag-1v1.
And they managed to tag in Marky. Marky's gone. A-Style secures the kill. 3 members is thinking of taking on Suzaku, and Coops gets warded off. Spear is here. Smite still available for JSK Esports. Weasel as well, the main tank, in the instant that Coops will try to gank. Even Weasel could aim for a blind dot here, but rather TME is gonna be giving this Drake in the hands of JSK Esports. Mountain for them. But yeah, it cannot be denied. Infernal Drake available for TME. What is happening on this map?
So 5,000 gold lead now down to 3K gold lead because of what happened right now for JSK. So really good play. Again, this really gives JSK a good idea of gaano silang kalakas compared to TME. So this should make them more confident because now Spotless knows he can 1v1 Trevor.
Yeah.
And this will also... Now, Trevor has to be very careful now kasi now the only target he can confidently kill is A-Style.
Flash burned on.
Yeah, actually. That was weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, again, Trevor has to be careful now because now the only target he can confidently kill is A-Style. And so he has to play a bit more smartly when it comes to the clashes. Now, what does JSK do at this point? Well, this is going to be the Baron as the next objective. They want to be able to set up wards and a nice way for Blaze to land a nice ult onto key targets like Marky. So they have to be able to set up properly around objectives. Although bot lane is pushing.
And it's not just against JSK's A-Style, pati rin si Mark dito, kailangan mamroblema na rin kay Spotless.
Yeah, that's true. Because Spotless will definitely threaten the backline. And when you compare the two compositions, well, in terms of protecting your backline, if Shadow's not there, no one can peel for Marky.
Yeah.
So they have to be careful and keep Marky safe.
And the instance na naka-devour si Marky dito, they would just rely on Coops and Trevor for the damage.
And that's gonna fall off. So
right now kasi, it cannot be denied. Yes, Spear to. Ivern, walang damage. But there is still the Malzahar.
Yeah.
Malzahar with hunting guys completed.
Yeah,
that's still gonna hurt.
That's the problem. So Blaze has to look for an opening. Keep in mind, wala pang Quicksilver / si Marky.
Yeah.
So that's important to take note of because he won't be able to escape unless there's a Devour. So
you know, if this Leandris is completed on Malzahar, or even if the Leandris is skipped and Rylai would be prioritized, I think my spike na. It's gonna be an even fight. All those leads early on will be offset here by JSK.
Yeah,
yun na lang yung kulang.
That's Abyssal also for Spotless already. Oh, and there's the cancel, so no ult now for Blaze. It's now off cooldown, and he used it on Coop, so Trevor will still have Quicksilver open in the next clash. 2,000 gold lead here, 25 minutes in, and Baron is open. And in terms of wave clear, well, both bot and top are pushing, so this is the difficult part. Because if you go 1-3-1, then it's very difficult to handle because you have to have someone fight LeBlanc and you have to have someone fight Trundle. And who will fight LeBlanc if Kassadin is with Trundle? So I don't actually know how they're
Kassadin can take Trundle.
Well, yeah, actually,
no magic resistance.
Actually, it's gonna be Shen now.
Yeah, Merc threads only for the MR here of the Trundle. No Visage as well. I think more than LeBlanc, I think mas less risky na ipadala mo nga si Kassadin dito sa Trundle. And do take note, one big power here by JSK is they have 2 teleports.
Yeah, that's really what they want to take
Kaya
advantage
kaya
of.
mag 1-3-1.
Actually, yung nakakatakot dito, it doesn't look like Whistle can even handle Leb because he lost the duel there. So it's a bit scary.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens here. Pero it's really all going to be about the setup for Baron. TME is here first. They have the vision advantage. The Sphere trying to move in. He takes out one ward. Looking at the items right now.
Is that the
for Leb? There's a ward.
Of course, there's a passive available.
There's a passive.
For Blaze. So
Blaze has his ult up now.
And yun nga, that passive allows him to at least set up that kind of vision, especially with the assistance ng mga galing mula kay Spear. And I'll have the liberty for him to face check. Pero still, really, on this game, both of these two teams understanding
really
the heavy value of vision.
We're even in gold and we're reaching 30 minutes in, so halatang even footing talaga to. It's just the problem is about the scaling kasi it's a race now to find out if Spotless or Suzaku will be the one to carry. So actually, Spotless is going here with Whistle. Suzaku has no MR.
Suzaku is not even taking the bait as well. Whistle is sent here in the bot lane, and that's Trevor's signal that we can also all in on this right side jungle. This is gonna be dangerous. The most squishiest member here of Jengski. Spear is removed, and Suzaku's gonna go down. 1-for-1.
Yeah, it's gonna be 1-for-1, but Baron positioning in favor
Teleport
of
available
TME. They don't have a tank though, except for Shadow.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't think
I don't think they can Baron. Yeah, no Baron.
So style,
Trevor as well. They don't have any idea where Trevor is. Exhausted Trevor is teleport coming in. And Blaze, they managed to take in Shadow, ladies and gents. And here comes the rest of the members of JSK Esports. There's going to be an ace in the hole. Secures the kill against Scoops. Spotless is going to go for the chase against Trevor. It is time. It is time to retaliate. One last ultimate blasting cone. But of course, the new Cassidy has a shorter cooldown on his ultimate. Distortion though still available. Flash is still available. But that is Jengski's response.
Wow, they're actually...
They will even aim to take this Baron.
Yeah, they're going for Baron.
Marky knows that.
Scoops won't be able to smite steal, but Marky knows Trevor and Marky can still contest this because they do have a lot of damage.
And there's teleport as well.
Trundle TP.
Yep. Where is the ultimate? Weasel ultimate not available, but there's teleport. Weasel is here to join the party. Suzaku is here as well. Dog and Marky all into Marky. Marky will go down. Spotless in the front line. It's gonna be Ace securing that kill, and that's the power. Spears, Ivern, Baron in the brush, and 12-12 into our scoreboard as they cash in Marky, but they are trapped in the battlefield. Where are the summoner spells? Oh my God! Trevor allows A-Star for the Godlike along with Shadow. Jengski Esports, the playoffs opening its doors for them. This is the first time they got a lead.
Okay, this game has just blown really wide open for Jengski because now they have Baron and their 2k gold ahead. Spotless is kind of getting scary now because he's got a full stack Groa.
And A-Style. A-Style, man.
A-Style is now on a 3-core item. So, oh man, this is really huge. So, and Whistle also has Titanic, so they're gonna try.
Oh my God!
Oh my
614.
Headshot plus rapid cannon proc. So, God, that's painful.
Yeah.
Okay, so now this is gonna be the difficult part. Kasi when you look at A-Style, who's dealing so much damage, no one can reach the back line except for Kha'Zix. And he can be disabled by anyone. You can be disabled by the Ivern, by the Malzahar, and by the Shen. So, sino ang papatay kay Caitlyn? Yun yung malaking tanong.
Yeah, and sa face ng game na to, lagi yung Caitlyn na yun, nasa brush.
Yeah, and plus the trigger seed also.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Whistle.
A mistake here by Weasel. Obviously, out of position. But the rest of the members of Jengski would be here. Suzaku, removing Suzaku would be nice. Ace in the hole. Would not be secured the kill. There's a lifesteal though, and Spotless will be there to secure that
so
one.
It's gonna be 1-for-1.
Yeah.
I think this will be a top lane inner turret.
And there's still the
Caitlyn
Caitlyn.
is also pushing.
There's still the Caitlyn. There's the brushes as well available. They lack the initiation, but they have the sieging power. Right now, wave clear is lacking here for Team Manila Eagles. Jengski is aiming to take their second turret for this game. A-Star is taking turret hits. Okay, trigger seed. Oh my God, one last crit. No ace in the hole, but rather it's gonna be Coops. Just the... yung mga naliligaw na bullets dito ni Caitlyn, yun lamang nakakakill. Ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be so bad for Team Manila Eagles. Shadow is gone, Marky is gone, and this is the Wolves knocking into the doors of Team Manila Eagles. Jengski Esports.
Oh my God.
They're gonna take themselves a Nexus turret. They're gonna take themselves
Wait, can
the
they do
ace.
this?
They're gonna take the the game. Ladies and gentlemen, qualifying for the playoffs. Jengski Esports will close this game. The victory against Team Manila Eagles. What is that?
Oh wow. I actually have no words because of how quickly the tables turned. Okay, so let's refresh, right? So it all began with the Baron. It all began with the Baron going into the hands of Jengski Esports because what really went crazy for me is that Spotless suddenly became really strong out of nowhere and just destroyed. I mean, Trevor became irrelevant for such a short amount of time. Like, he was really strong during the early stages of the game, and then when Spotless hit that 2-item spike, things for some reason just got out of control because Suzaku could no longer push alone when Kassadin was really strong because he did not build MR. He wasn't building to fight the Kassadin. He was building the whole time to fight Whistle
During
on the
that
Shen.
time, that he's having standoffs with the Kassadin, he has not no enough magic resistance.
Yeah, that's the
For
big
Kassadin.
problem. So, I mean,
it's like hindi na expect kasi behind na yung Kassadin eh.
Yeah,
Why need the MR?
why need the MR?
Why need the MR? All
But
they need
that's
to
the
prepare is
thing.
A-style.
That's the thing, kasi as we saw throughout the game, parang nawalan ng, what do you call this? Nawalan ng unity, yung TME, as compared to the first game. Because when you look at the flow of TME in the second game, they were starting to get scattered. They started to waste time kasi Suzaku started to push random lanes and then Trevor would try to push a lane, but they wouldn't get an objective because after Suzaku pushed top lane, it's like they kind of got complacent na they didn't really know what objectives to go after anymore. And the longer it takes for you to take objectives, the more time you give for Kassadin to scale.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what happened. Kasi once Caitlyn hit that huge item spike, he actually did the most damage throughout the game. Once A-Style hit that item spike and Kassadin got the 2-item spike,
Yeah, yun nga eh.
it just, they totally lost it. And the Baron call was the thing that really turned everything around.
I think it's a misjudgment sa scaling ng Kassadin.
Yeah.
It cannot be denied that there's gonna be a phase of the game where Kassadin is gonna be getting his second core item. Who's gonna be the tank?
And shame
For
on us. We
Yeah.
questioned this Kassadin at the pick and ban, and it went.
The engages lang.
It went-
Early
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Actually, we're still accounting. Nasa late game.
Yeah.
Nasa
I
late
actually
game,
didn't
may
expect
spike pa
that.
rin si
Yeah.
Kassadin. It's just that yung engages niya lang early on talaga sa
Yeah,
mid-game.
yeah.
Very questionable.
He was
against
really
the LeBlanc.
overconfident
Yeah,
during the first
Oo, pero hindi nawala yung scaling na yun eh. And I think it reflects on the idea of how spotless during the time that he's already behind against the LeBlanc. Sige, I'll just farm under Chariot.
Yeah.
That allowed Trevor nga, di ba, to translate
Yeah.
in that top lane, give a hard time for Whistle. Pero ayun, ang bilis din. Na-farm ka agad ni Kassadin.
Yeah.
Back in the game, took a 1v1. It's actually not a 1v1. It's a cat and mouse chase against Trevor na. Because Trevor cannot anymore duel the Kassadin.
And I guess yung biggest struggle na lang siguro, sabihin natin for TME, is that they had no one to reach A-Style on the Caitlyn.
Ayun na.
They've been so confident since game 1 not to run reliable engage.
Yeah.
And it bit them.
They thought Trevor has the Caitlyn.
Yeah.
Trevor has
They
the
thought.
Caitlyn, pero by that time, yung pala nag-aalala na rin si Trevor para
for
kay Kassadin.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Oh my
guys,
God.
keep in mind, this was huge.
This is
Because
very huge.
Out of in a span of 5 minutes,
5 minutes.
TME lost the playoffs.
Out of the span of 5 minutes,
Yeah.
di ba? And 3 new teams in the Pro Gaming Series.
Yeah.
TNC, Emperor Esports, JSK Esports. I'd say between the two teams, Emperor Esports is TOST. Coach Art,
yeah.
rolling veteran names. TNC, a very established organization.
Yeah.
Of course.
And
of course, they have veteran names as well.
Yeah.
You got Raze,
Yeah.
you got Burning
Yeah.
in the ranks. Ang pinaka-wildcard, JSK.
And now they're the one
Yeah.
to enter the playoffs in their first split. It's an AEX
AEX
story.
moment. It's an
Yeah.
AEX moment. But
And
I
actually,
think
it's different because
Yeah.
AEX has been in the PGS for several splits
for several
before
splits,
they made it. This is literally
hindi ito nagawa ng AEX.
Yeah, this is literally Jenski's first split ever in the PGS.
Mas off meta ang AEX. Mas wildcard ang AEX.
Yeah.
Pero itong fit na to, first split in the PGS.
Tapos,
diba?
yeah.
Like your run of the mill
It's actually
professional
more
players na first game nila, they are dubbed as the badge team.
Yeah.
Badge ng badge, di ba?
Actually,
Their
this is
solo
more
queue
of
habits in
a
professional play.
Rebirth Gamers Hub.
I see.
Yeah,
Oo.
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest congratulations to JSK
Yes.
Esports
GG.
qualifying for the playoffs. It's very likely, ang isang tiebreaker conditions na lamang po dito is them playing against IPT.
Yeah.
But that is only for placement lang.
Yeah.
That
It's
is
only for placement.
placements.
Next
Okay?
match to come is going to be the veteran match we've been waiting for. It's going to be IPT, Imperial Pro Team versus Mineski to find out.
Wait,
who
let
will
me check
be
lang.
Taking first seed.
Okay, so kung mag 0-2 ang IPT, kung matalo ang IPT by Mineski,
It will be a tiebreaker, no?
wala na, talo na talaga sila.
Oh, okay.
Kasi it would require a 2-0 dapat by TME to qualify.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, this is just a...
I'm trying to observe, sino pwedeng mag-offset sa IPT?
Oh no, if Mineski wins 2-0, IPT and Jengski will be equal in
tiebreaker na,
points. So it's going to be a tiebreaker tomorrow between Jengski and IPT.
Yeah.
So IPT is locked in.
IPT is locked in.
Yeah.
IPT is locked in.
So our playoffs people have been decided.
Confirmed, have been decided. Yes.
It's all about the seeding now. Kasi, okay, so just to make it quick, seeding is important kasi kung sino man yung first place, they don't have to play any games until the finals. So I believe this is called gauntlet format where you have to move up. So now it's going to be just deciding who will be the third and fourth placer. If IPT can try and win at least one game, they will be third seed. So let's find out.
Oh my God. Ibang classic game.
Yeah.
JSK mga kaibigan. That's crazy really.
Yeah.
I mean, yung ano na yun, yung
twist
na yun sa dulo. My God. Okay, so for the segment, enough of the surprises. Para sa inyo naman, mga Summoners, our running promo for today and for this game 2 of the second match, Guess That Pro contest. So here's the clue, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, so from a new team in the PGS and the first who played Ivor in this split, his name is a weapon. Sino kaya to?
Yes,
my
man.
God.
An undefeated Ivern, if I'm not mistaken.
Sino nga ba yung... May nag-Ivor ba kanina? Wala.
Ang hirap. Mahukay yata yun na nangangayayat. Oo,
tignan
ganyan. So ayan po, sa mga summoners natin, get into that link. Type in that link and answer this Guess That Pro question correctly. Of course, there is the clue. Hindi nyo kailangan ilagay yung team name. As you observed kanina, na si Toxic yung nalang, hindi kasama yung RGH. So sino po kaya to? And we're gonna reveal it in 3, 2, 1. That's gonna be Spear with a 4 for an A. Okay?
Yes. So the Ivern Man.
The Ivern Man. I'd say he's gonna be the guy who's leading the ranks of Jengski. Like ever since in the jungle, sa regular season natin, he actually cashed in for at least 3 nga madalas na bans from the enemy team.
Yeah.
You know, a very, very formidable jungle. Tamsu nga. Pero okay. Jengski has their own story. Ayan,
it's gonna be an interesting story for Jengski.
And you want to watch out again for this game. Commendable performance from A-Style.
Yeah.
Spotless. Do not judge me. My Kasadin.
Yeah,
do not judge me and my Kasadin. Only my engages.
Pero props pa rin to TME. No? You guys had a really great first game. But, you know,
we really thought, kaya nga ganito yung upset because we really thought that game is in the hands of Team Manila Eagles. Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest shoutouts for Team Manila Eagles. We'll be seeing you on the next split. Ladies and gents, let's see for the elder sister, brother, IPT versus Mineski. Our final game here in the regular season of the Pro Gaming Series 2017 Spring XOZ versus Light.
Yeah.
No, mentioning all those names, chills run down your spine. Ladies and gentlemen, kami po ang naging shoutcaster for that game. Ako po si Shinbu with the 1 for an I. And of course, with me is Amplifier, the Bacchus Pro Gaming Series 2017 Spring Split. Will be right back after a quick break. Trevor, papunta na sa mid lane. And this is the time to engage. Jengski Esports did not manage to destroy the mid lane after turret. And Trevor is here for the party. It's time to fall back as Jengski has called it. That Spear is main focus. Weasel tries to peel away. Goops managed to kill Spear. It's a 4v5. But where is the firepower? They have to watch out to Zach. Zach subjugated his on cooldown. And they don't have any idea where Trevor is. Exhaust of Trevor is coming in. And Blaze, they managed to take in Shadow, ladies and gents. And here comes the rest of the members of Jengski Esports. There's gonna be an ace in the hole. Secures the kill against Goops. Spotsel is gonna go for the chase against Trevor. It is time to retaliate. One last ultimate blasting zone, but Weasel is here. Good the party. Zapper is here as well. Marky will go down. Spotless in the front line. It's gonna be Ace securing that kill, and that's the power. Spears Ivern, Baron in the brush, and 12-12 into our scoreboard as they cash in Marky, but they are dropping the battlefield. Where are the Summoners fans? Oh my God! Trevor allows A-Star for the godlike along with Shadow. Jengski Esports. Shadow is gone, Marky is gone, and this is the Wolves knocking into the doors of Team Manila Eagles. Jengski Esports.
Oh my God.
They're gonna take themselves a Nexus turret. They're gonna take themselves an ace. They're gonna take the game. Ladies and gentlemen, qualifying for the playoffs. Jengski Esports will close this game. The victory against Team Manila Eagles. Is that? Oh wow.
chosen of the moon.
Art should terrify. They won't survive. Ha! There's nowhere to hide.